Hey guys, it's Alexis again, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you see a little ear over here, it's my cat. She likes to sit up here with me when I'm doing my makeup or just sitting up here hanging out. Not to ramble on too much here, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm not positive what days it's going to be yet, but I'm going to be posting 2 videos a week. One that is makeup related, and the second video is going to be kind of a do whatever I want, like more of a challenge video or just showing you a different hobby that I like to do. And I hope you guys are okay with that. I just really want to create a channel that I feel is my own. But the base of my channel is going to be around makeup, and that is the main point that I started YouTube videos. So as long as you guys are okay with that, I'm okay with that. So before I ramble on for too long here, let's get into this. Today I'm just going to be doing a get ready with me sort of thing, show you what my daily routine is, some of my favorite products and what I like to use. Most of these products are going to be from the drugstore. Some of them are from like Ulta or Sephora. Without further ado, let's get into this. So first I'm going to go in with my primer. I'm going to be using the Professional face primer. So what I like to do with this is press it into my face, and I don't like to use a brush or beauty blender for this part. I just like to press it right in. Okay, so once you have that all pressed into your pores, you're going to want to let it sit for about 30 seconds to a minute so that it can do what it's supposed to do and really make your face smooth for your foundation. I'm going to be going in with one of my favorite drugstore foundations as of right now, which is the Rimmel London Lasting Finish. And I'm just loving this foundation right now. It is one of the best drugstore foundations I've found, in my opinion. I use the color Soft Beige right now. I know my face doesn't look soft beige. I cannot say that word. Soft beige. It'll look normal, I promise. I take my dupe beauty blender, and this is from Real Techniques. As you can see, it is super dirty. I believe you can buy a 10-pack for, or not a 10-pack, I'm sorry, a 2-pack for $10. So what I do is I just put it on the back of my hand. I know a lot of people say to be sanitary, you should use a glass palette or something, but this is just the way I like to do it. Anyway, it's fine. And I just take, that is literally the second phone call I've gotten during this video and had to start over. I don't know where I left off. Yes, the beauty blender, okay. I use this for concealer and this for foundation. I don't really use these sides for anything. So I just dab it on there.
And just start applying.
So as of right now, I do work a full-time job. I work at Dunkin' Donuts. It is what works for right now. And I do have to get up super early to be there. My shift is usually 4 a.m. to noon. And I did live like 2 minutes away from the Dunkin'. And then this whole thing happened where we moved out, me and my fiance, and it's literally a big, long, confusing story. Basically, what it came down to was we were supposed to move in with someone, my family, and so I'm living out at my mom's right now, and she lives 45 minutes away from where I work. So I didn't want to completely screw them over, so I'm still working there right now, and I have to get up at 2:30 a.m. to make it to work on time. So if I look like I have huge bags under my eyes and I'm super tired when I make my videos, that is probably why. Okay, so as you can see, this is very full coverage. My face does get very red, and it covers that redness right up. Okay, so now that that is all blended, whatever leftover I have on my hand, do not put back in the bottle. That is one thing that is unsanitary, and you should just wipe it right off and dispose of whatever leftover you have. Even if it's a bunch, just get rid of it. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape. And this is in the color Fair. You know, before I bought this, I had only tried a couple concealers, and let me tell you, it's worth it. The $25 is worth it. If you cannot afford this though, a great dupe is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles. This is from Maybelline. That is a great dupe. It's amazing. So a little goes a very long way, and I don't use very much, especially because this is a couple shades too light than what I should be using right now. I don't tend to go on my chin very much. I do put tiny little dots right there because I use that as my eyeshadow primer. So then I just take this end of my beauty blender and I go to town blending. Right out here and bring it up and down a little bit just to blend that in very smoothly. And I go down a little bit, just bringing it down so that there's no harsh lines. After I'm done this side, I'm just going to go over my other eye again really quick and lower, just to make sure that everything is smoothed out. And then right away, I'm going to take my Coty Airspun, and this is in translucent. And I'm going to take a different beauty blender, and this one is dry. I'm just a little too lazy to go get this one damp right now. I do believe you should have two different beauty blenders for powders and foundations. And you just want to put a nice little layer on your eyelid as well, so that that is a nice smooth base for your eyeshadow. Okay, so now that that is all on and I am looking hella crazy, I am going to go into my eyebrows. So the product that I am using today is this is from Maybelline. It is the Brow Define and Fill Duo. This end is, there is a little thing in the bottom there that gets this nice and dark for you. And then this end, which I sadly do not have, it fell out, was a twistable to draw in the rest. But as you can see, my eyebrows are already pretty dark and full. So I just go over this right here on this inside part, because there are some areas where they're not as full as the rest of my eyebrow. So I just like to go in with a spoolie, and this is a spoolie from e.l.f. I believe I got this for $1 off of the website. So I just like to go very light over here. I believe they have 3 or 4 different shades. My shade is, I don't know, I cannot find the shade, but it is a dark brown. I don't believe I have the darkest. Their darkest, I believe, is black, and I have the dark brown. And you just see the difference. And there we go. That is the second one. And my eyebrows are definitely that saying, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. This one is definitely my better eyebrow. You know, everyone has that eyebrow where they like it better, and this one's it. This one I can just never get to match up and be as great as this. Okay, so I went ahead and wiped this off. After, you want to let it sit for about 5 minutes so that it soaks in, and then wipe it off. And I use my e.l.f. brush. This is the, oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. It starts with a K, and it's nowhere on here. So, like, I can't tell you. All it says is e.l.f. But it is very soft. Okay, so next I'm going to go into eyes. All of my eyeshadow brushes are from e.l.f. Okay, so my cat is going to hate me right now because I'm taking her off of my palette that I want to use. I don't know why, she just loves to lay on it. I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette today, and as you can see, it is very worn and used and loved. So I absolutely love this palette. Oh my god. No, my lips came out on there. Just ignore that, it's a long story. I kissed this and I was an idiot and thought, maybe it won't transfer. I'm gonna have to take that off. Anyways, here is the palette. It is absolutely gorgeous and I love it. I'm also gonna be using some other eyeshadows, but my transfer shade is in this palette. So I'm gonna be taking my eye crease brush and I'm gonna be going into MFEO, which is this color right here in the middle on the top row. And these colors are very pigmented, so you don't need to get much. Now my eyes are a little hooded, so I have to go up a little higher on the crease to create a different crease so that when I open my eyes, you can still see the color. So these eyeshadows do have some fallout, not bad. You just want to make sure you're watching. I kind of want to do something a little bit different. I feel like I always do the same thing, so I'm going to try to go a different route today. I am going to do, let's do a purple eye today. So I also have this other little palette. This is by Maybelline. I'm noticing I have a lot of Maybelline products. This is the City Mini palette. It says X Shayla on it, and this is the palette. It is cute. Some of the shades, you know, I like the shades. This is the only shade I am a little weird about. It is very, very powdery, and it just, I feel like doesn't, like, you see that? It just doesn't come off the way I feel like it should. It's very powdery, but the rest are actually quite nice. And I believe I picked this up for about $8. A nice little palette. Here's a black up in the corner. This is a purple, sparkly, shimmery color. This is a kind of brick color, and then here is a gold, and this is more of a bronze with some sparkle in it. And I'm gonna go for, I think, the brick shade and the purple shimmer in there, and I might add in some stuff from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm not quite sure yet. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take this brick shade, and I am going to take my other clean crease brush, and I am just going to grab a little bit out of here, and I'm going to go right here on the outer corner, kind of bring it up into my crease. Now, I've only used this palette once before. I was going to make a video all on its own, but I just didn't really like the video after I made it. I don't know. I felt like I was rushing in it too much, and the eye look didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, and I just felt like it was a very rushed video. I was trying too hard to just make a video and get it on YouTube, and I want to put time and effort into my videos and my looks, and that's why I didn't post it. So I've only used this once before, and it does blend quite easy. They're quite buildable. You'll have to build them up because sometimes they get a little patchy. So I'm gonna go in the other eye. Okay, so I have those on there, and I'm going to clean those up a little bit. This shadow is just a little bit different than what I'm used to. I've been doing a lot of the same looks too lately, so I've been used to the one thing, and they are a little patchy. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera. They are quite patchy, at least this color is, but we'll make it work. Girl, you can make anything work, I swear. Now I think I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna go into this purple right here, and I'm just going to put that all over the center right here. Picked up on the brush quite nice, actually. You know, I wasn't sure when I first started putting this color on, but I actually kind of like it. Okay, so now that those are on, I am just going to take my blending brush and I'm going to kind of blend those two colors together right here so there's no harsh edge. Now I am going to go in and I am going to take the L'Oreal Infallible shadows. I have a couple here. And these are what they look like. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with the Always Pearly Pink. I just like to use my finger because that's the best with eyeshadows like this sometimes because it just picks up better on your finger. Wow, that looks gorgeous. That would probably look amazing as a highlight. And I'm just going to put this on the inner corner. Okay, so now that those are on there, I think I'm just going to blend those together really quick with my blending brush, the purple and that Always Pearly Pink. Okay, so now that that is on there and it's all blended in, I think I'm going to go back in with that brick color and just darken up the edges a tad bit more. Come on, cat. Oh, crazy cat. What?
What, baby? Hi. Oh, thank you.
Back to the video. I think this time I'm going to go in with the smudge brush. I like using this as a packing brush. She is relentless right now. Oh my god, what are you doing? I can't win. It's impossible. Alright, so let me try to do this with her on here with me. Oh crap, I knew I was gonna do that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take my blending brush. She totally just farted. Oh my god. Okay. No proof, but she definitely farted. That is disgusting. And she just hissed at nothing. What is your issue, cat? Okay, so now that that's on there, I'm going to go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm going to be using this second color in on the top row, and this is the Brow Bone highlighting color and it is amazing. Okay, I'm going to go in with a blending brush. Take a little bit, just dab into there a little, and just do a very light, subtle highlighting action. I normally use a different brush, more of a pointed brush, but this was just the first brush that I picked up. I think I'm also going to take this color, and although I have the Always Pearly Pink, I'm just going to go in a little bit with this. I have a confession. So I don't really do winged liner because my eyes are hooded, and whenever I do it, I always tend to look a little wonky and weird. Hooded eyes, you tend to have to do a smaller line on here, a very fine line, and then very small and the right angle. I can just never get it perfect. It is something I struggle with very much. It's just something I don't enjoy sitting here doing over and over, and then it messes up my makeup and I have to go back and do little retouches, and it's just too much of a hassle than it's worth to me, honestly. And I am also out of lashes. I do have one pair, but it is the worst pair of false lashes I've ever tried to put on my eyes. And on top of that, I have a black lash glue, which, let me tell you, that is the worst mistake I could have ever made, is to buy a black lash glue. It is this kind. Why anyone would buy black lash glue, I have no idea. If you misplace it at all, it smudges, gets all over your eyeshadow, ruins it. It's terrible. I will never, ever use it. So there will be no winged liner and no false lashes today, but this is just an everyday look I'm going for. I just wanted to go for something a little different. This is generally the same kind of concept I would do, just different colors. Sorry if you just heard a laugh. That was my brother playing video games, talking to people in the other room. Mascara, I don't know what I did with it. Okay, now that I found it, the mascara that I am very, very into right now is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear. And it is this nice little green bottle. And I can't remember how much this was. I think I will look the price up though and put it all in the description. And I will do the same thing for every other product that I used. It just really gets in there. It's got those nice little bristles for you to be able to really get in there and spread them out and not make them look chunky. And I just think this mascara does an amazing job. Okay, so my favorite part of the whole routine is the highlighter. And today I'm going to be going in with my Too Faced Love Light. And I absolutely love this. If you watched my first video, you'll know that I fell in love with this when I made that video, and just look at that. I use my contouring brush from e.l.f. I do not use this for contour. I do not like to contour. I'm bad at it. It looks weird on my face. So I tend to not do that on a daily basis or just a regular look for me to go out. So I just use this, take it, do it on the side right there.
And I start out on the side to hit that right spot. And then I like to go in with a flat edge and just kind of blend that out. Go on the tip of the nose, down the bridge, which I just think, I never did this at first when I first started highlighting doing makeup, and when I actually did it, I realized the nose highlight is life. I do not like a subtle highlight. I like a bam in your face highlight. There's never too much.
Okay, now that that is done, I am going to go in with a nude lipstick. Here is the e.l.f. nude lipstick. This is Beautifully Bare. As you can tell, it is very worn, and it has also been very loved. And I just think this is the perfect nude shade for me. Okay guys, so I was finishing the very last bit of my video, and literally right as I got to the end, as I was doing my setting spray, my phone decided to die on me. So I didn't get any of that last part. I am in my brother's room right now on the computer about to edit some stuff, and I'm so mad that it stopped. We used a setting spray that I bought at a little thing in my old town that I lived in, where they would set up all those stands, and I cannot think of the name of what that is. Oh my goodness. And it's like on the tip of my tongue, and it's so simple. But I bought it one of those. It's an all organic setting spray. I believe the name of that company or that brand or whatever, it's ran by this young girl who made it herself. The name of that is Nanners, I believe. I will put it somewhere. I will put it in the video. Yeah, my phone just decided to die at the wrong time. That's today's look. So until next time, guys.